A lot of you have found You Have Smooth because you are tourists on the carnage that is online dating guidance advice, shit spewing, venting, and all around catharsis that men are engaged in on the internet. When you realize the game you're playing as a man, you are unavoidably angry unless you have been winning that game. There are very, very, very few winners in this game until you get armed with reality. Some guys can win under any environment. A lot of you, especially those of you tuning into this channel, you learn how to win the hard way because there is no other way for a lot of us. What do we think of all of this anger pouring down like a shitstorm in the direction of women for their self-entitled behavior, their refusal to acknowledge so many of the men that they do not see throughout daily life? We are talking to you. We are talking to you, the same invisible man who is getting angry at women and going to other content creators. What is our take at the University of Smooth about how you approach this situation? Women are behaving horribly, right? We're being told that men are waking up, that they're coming to the realization that they can take their ball and go home and say, no, I will stand for something better. What do we think at the University of Smooth? We agree with some of that. We don't dispute that men have been, at best, perhaps duped into a false understanding of the game they're playing and perhaps being taken advantage of. But now that you are aware of the game you're playing and how value factors into a relationship and how women will treat men who have no value, what do you do? As I've said before, if you're angry, that is a positive, valuable problem-solving tool for you to implement in your life. I am reluctant to sign off on all of the content that men are putting out declaring that women need to step up and recognize how awful they've been behaving. The reason I am reluctant is because I believe it is a fundamental misunderstanding of how value and desire work. When you bitch out women for their self-entitled behavior, you're quietly confessing that you don't have enough value to get them to behave the right way. Women act right when there's value at stake, regardless of context, whether it's in the content creation game, the game of sexuality, the game of finding out how to find a husband, finding a job. Women act right when there's value at stake. So we focus all of our energy on helping you understand the game you're playing, understand the type of value that women go after, and cultivating that value. What you do is you build value, then when women are attracted to you, you filter for what you want. Get hot, build clout, filter for what you want. Simple as that. When you get down into the weeds with women about who should pay for dates and why dinner dates are out of fashion, all of that has some merit on some intellectual meta level, but it all can be washed away by having value. Get hot, acquire clout, filter for what you want. When you have value, women will come beating a path to your door. And from there, you will decide which ones you want to keep, which ones you want to toss. If you're out there creating content or consuming content that's all about how women need to act better, what you're doing is saying, in lieu of building value, we are trying to negotiate and we have this new set of data points that we're going to use because we think we have the upper hand. Unfortunately, you do not. Women do not change by negotiating with them and arguing with them. You do not win arguments with women in life or on the internet. You build value, you convert their neutrality or their indifference in desire, or you do not. And then once they have desire, they comply. They conform to what you want. Why? Because you have value. All they want is value. I recommend that you focus on building that value, and then you will see women behaving the way that all of those content creators insist they must start behaving. They will never be persuaded into acting right until they see value at stake. Have value at stake. Build value, have it at stake, and you will see a different kind of woman behaving in your presence. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, and follow You Have Smooth for more content.